First up on our tournament talk is going to be the semifinals match between Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose. I assumed that these two were going to be fighting for the IC title. Then I assumed that they were going to be opposite ends of the Survivor Series team. Then it seemed like it was pretty obvious that they were going to be in the semifinals, and here we are. But I also thought that they were going to do the semifinals before the pay-per-view and not actually have that take place on the pay-per-view. So this is just going all over the place here, but I still maintain what I had said before. I think Dean Ambrose is winning this match. I think it's going to be good. This is actually the number one match that I'm looking forward to out of the entire night. Not because Dean Ambrose is the best in the ring, and not because Kevin Owens and Ambrose are two of my favorites or anything like that or whatever, but I just think that if you have these two guys brawl with each other, that's going to be a match that has less of a fucked finish to it than the other match that we're going to talk about next. So, Ambrose, I'm expecting, gets a random dirty deeds out of nowhere kind of a thing. Kevin Owens looks strong, but he ends up losing, and Dean Ambrose moves on. But who do you think is going to win this one? Kayla, I'm going to start off with you.
I think this has potential to be match of the night. Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. This is one that when I first saw the bracket, I was waiting on that one. I kind of knew it would come up. In the end, like you said, Tony, I see Ambrose getting the W on this. I think he's going to hit dirty deeds out of nowhere. Owens is going to try for the power bomb, but he's going to turn it around. And I think it's going to be Ambrose, and well, we'll get to the other one here soon, but it's going to be Ambrose picking up the win here.
Mike, what about you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Ambrose has this one in the bag. I mean, it's been pretty predictable that we were going to have Ambrose and Reigns in the end. I do think it would be very interesting to have Reigns and Owens. And that would be a good twist for this. If you were going to do anything to it, that would be the most interesting combination you could come up with. But I don't hope for that. Or I don't have any hope for that, I should say. I do hope for it, but I don't expect it.
Drew, you thinking anything different, or are you going with Ambrose too?
If the Triple H shaking Kevin Owens' hand were to mean anything, Kevin Owens would win. But I doubt that will make anything, so I'm going to go with Dean Ambrose. Just so we have the Dean Ambrose Roman Reigns final, unless they're trying to save that for a later date.
Wago, round us out. Who do you think's winning this match?
I'm going to give it to Dean Ambrose. I'm pretty confident that he's turning heel, so yeah, he's going to be winning and going to the finals.
But what if he lost, and then he gets jealous that Roman Reigns wins, and then attacks him after he wins the match, and then your big old Sheamus comes out, cashes in on the motherfucker?
No, I think Dean Ambrose wins this match.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck. I'm glad we agree then. Yeah.
So, two questions that I have for people about this match, and I'm going to bring up the same thing when it comes to the two other ones in a slightly different way. Do you think, since we're all going Dean Ambrose here, do you think Ambrose is going to exit this match in any kind of injured capacity? Or do you think that he's going to just go into the finals of the match, finals of the tournament, I should say, a little tired because he wrestled earlier and that's it? Because a lot of times when they do these tournaments, they have where somebody's got like their ribs taped up, they lost a match and then somebody attacked them afterward or something like that. The heel's all pissed off, so he throws him through a barricade or whatever like that. Do you guys expect anything to happen like that?
Nope.
Well, one idea that I had, and this is, fantasy booking, kind of a stretch here. We're all predicting that somebody's going to turn heel. It's going to be Reigns versus Ambrose in the final. Somebody's going to turn heel. Most people are saying Ambrose. I think after they both win their matches, whichever match comes second, the winner of the first match could come out and turn heel at that point, even before they come out for their match, and be like, oh, I'm facing you in the finals? Fuck you. I'm turning heel right now and I'm fucking you up. You're not my brother. And then that way it'll give a little bit of anticipation when they finally do come out. I don't know. Maybe that's completely retarded.
I feel like that's cutting it off. Like, if you're going to do a big moment like that, it's got to be at the end and you're paying off with it. Like, to do that and then have nothing going on, going for other matches in between, I don't know. That wouldn't really, linger for me. I would just be confused.
Yeah.
So another question that I have here. Owens as IC champion. We all don't think that he's going to win this, but would you guys be okay with an IC champion holding the world title in this kind of time period where we don't have Orton, we don't have John Cena, we don't have Seth Rollins and stuff, because we just had the U.S. champion and the
I'd be fine with it if
champion.
I'd be fine with it if they got rid of the IC belts. One of those belts needs to go.
Mhm.
IC or US, just fuck it off already. I don't care which one it is. Especially since the Intercontinental's such a dumb fucking name.
I don't know. I mean, it's better than the Continental.
Shut up.
I'd be fine with somebody holding both of them. I'd be fine with somebody holding all three of those. I think that'd be fine.
But does everybody assume that Kevin Owens is losing this because he's the champion, or is it because he's Kevin Owens?
He's losing it because Dean Ambrose is going to the finals. Simple
Yeah.
as. They want
Yeah.
Dean Ambrose in the finals.
That's the biggest factor for me too. So I was curious about that.
Mhm.
But we got Roman Reigns and Alberto Del Rio to talk about next. So we're going to continue on here, clear on the next part, which is going to be part 5. And you'll find out who we think is going to end up going to the final match, which we'll talk about in part